What's good, YouTube? It's Trenton Gibson, and welcome back to the program. The likes and subscribes have been amazing, and I really appreciate the support so early on in the channel. And on deck this week, we have some of the top names that I will be breaking down. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, guys, we are tapping in with AJ Dybantsa. Now, right here, our number one potential pick this year. I think he'll be number one. He was, I think, number one all the way through his high school class, and then at the end, Darren Peterson from Kansas overtook him. But I think Dybantsa will overtake him again and get his spot back, and I think he will be number one pick, especially with Darren Peterson battling injury. Dybantsa had a great game in this Jimmy B Classic, Madison Square Garden. Always fun to play in, and I think that this Clemson team was an okay test. I mean, they're a decent team. One thing you say is I don't think BYU has played too many good teams in the non-conference as far as potential tournament teams, but Clemson did give them a good test in the beginning, and let's see how Dybantsa really just dominated this game. So we get an offensive rebound right here. Obviously, we love that from our bigs putting in work. And so as soon as he turns his head, Dybantsa is going to slide just a little bit, which is good. Keep on moving. Keep moving. We get a kick out. And this is a good closeout, right? His hands are high, but we are a number one pick. So we can shoot over this. You get great elevation. Dybantsa's at least 6'8", I would think 6'7" through 6'9". I'm not sure exactly. You never know. But he's not feeling this contest. Shot looks good, and it's green. And so you'll see this, like a lot of things he's doing is high-level things, and he plays for a coach that used to coach in the NBA. And why does this matter? Because a lot of college systems are not pro systems. But this BYU coach brings a good, pro balance and stuff that he'll be able to play in once he, takes that next step. So one thing I like right here, we're doing elbow catches, right? This is something that LeBron used to do. It's something that a lot of, even Jokic is doing it. Why? Because you can play make from here, and you can already catch it where you're a super threat. Dybantsa is not really a left or right guy. He's not necessarily the greatest ball handler, which he doesn't need to be. So if we can get him catching it here, then I feel like, it's good for him. So we're coming with pick and roll. Now, one thing I would like, potentially, is I would like our point guard to set this. And you'll see throughout the tape why I say this, but I would like our point guard to set it. But nope, our five-man sets it. And so now we get him in no man's land, but the five-man hedges were here, so we have to kind of back it out. So he does a good job. He backs it out, goes to a little hezzy, but he's not really buying it because there's so much space. And so why do I say I would like him to have a guard? Because Dybantsa is really liking to get to this bump. He wants to bump, right, create this contact, and then step back to a mid-range. The only problem with this is it's easier to bump a point guard if you're already down here and you can bump, shoot over him and feel good. Instead, we're banging with the five-man, right? And I just think that's a lot more difficult to do. But okay, it's cool. So he's banged, doesn't get nothing. He wants to get to the step back, doesn't get anything, passes it out, and then I just fast forward. So now we get, I got the defenders, outside the three-point line. We really have to try to attack. So what do? We attack, blow by, and like I said, get to that bump, reset the feet. I really want to pay attention to this. Watch his feet on this bump. So he gets to the bump, and then he does a quick reset of the feet, which is good. My trainer got a great trainer. He tries to teach me these things. Reset the feet. Misses a shot, but I don't mind that shot. And he's able to create more space when he bumps, a three-man instead of having to bump the five-man. But this is his shot, and it is a good shot. Okay, next example, catches it. Like I said, he keeps catching it in this good area. And I prefer him to catch it here because the way he plays, almost kind of like how Paulo plays a little bit, which I know Paulo's getting some flack right now, Paulo Banchero. But Paulo likes to work in these, work in this mid-range action. And so we're good. Exploit, right-hand drive to our shot. One dribble pull-up. And that's NBA, that's league, that's Euro League, that's stuff that, there's not much 10 can do. We face up, one dribble. He helps, it's fine. But we're able to rise. We're not seeing that contest, and it's green. Once again, high-level stuff. Okay, so the bench is going to come off this pipe screen right here. So it comes off pipe, right? Now it's good. He's getting out, and we're running ball screen right here. And this is great coaching. This is good. And you'll see the coach also talking to his players later in the game. What does he do? What should you always look to do? For the most part, you should look to reject first the ball screen. Reject it because big man's already helping here. Everybody's expecting you to go this way. Big man's here. So if you can beat this defender, get downhill, then everybody's late. So what did you do? Okay, we're good. Okay, good jab. Just again, play with your jabs, jab. Now we're downhill, and we get to a foul. But who makes this play? Really, who makes this play? And this is high level stuff. This is stuff that, once again, guards would pay a lot of money if you can do this as a big. Look, as soon as he puts the ball downhill, or puts the ball down and knows he's going downhill, look what 5-man does. Right? Creates contact. He knows he's not sealing in to get a pass. He's not sealing in to get a pass. He knows that Dybantsa's getting downhill, so let me create space. Let me wedge him out. Not illegally. He's not doing anything crazy, running there blasting him, but just puts body on him so Dybantsa gets a clear lane, ends up getting a foul. Great. Now we're doing this pipe screen again. Right? Up the gut, catch it. Kind of contested. So now we're outside the 3-point line a lot. No problem. Dybantsa is a high-level player. He can score the ball. He's not letting them reject, which is good. And so now we get a switch. The worst thing you could possibly do on the defense right here is if you know you're switching, they know they're switching. So you don't get up here and then he can just go downhill. So good job. You force him into the switch. He's going to take him. You take the roll. So good job by defense. It's 17-17. And let's see. Now we're isolation. Chilling. And one thing I like about the isolation that we're seeing a lot in these breakdowns is these guys are isolating and they're taking their time. They're not just immediately getting downhill. He drags it out a little bit. So now we create our space. We're comfortable. And now we know we're going to isolate. Tween, get downhill, gets to that bump. And one good thing about his bump, he bumps and he doesn't pick up his dribble. He bumps and he's okay. He's more testing. Bump again, shot. Now, once again, this is the potential problem with isolating against bigger guys when he wants to get to this. If you're getting him and him down here, maybe him, okay, a little better. But this guy is just as tall. So he's going to try to absorb the bump. And he's on the contest now. Once again, like I said, he still has a clear picture of the rim. But it's still, it's still not, this is not like ideal. It's not the crispest landing that we could ever have. Once again, no hate, nothing. This is his shot. He's going to make these shots. But like I said, if we can get him isolated against smaller guards, then it's chicken. So, but okay, good. Now, second half, blowout is starting to occur. This is where Dybantsa takes off. Now, so we see these tough shots that he was shooting, right? We see these. This is the antidote for those things. They get a stop. Dybantsa's out running, and now it doesn't matter who gets in front. It doesn't matter what you do. The offense is going to be at advantage. So he gets the pass. We're going downhill. We see him. We don't care. Good step through, right? Now, this is not low-level player moves, okay? I'm not suggesting you just do this stuff if you're 6'3" and, you're not finishing like this. But he's able to get to the Euro, right? Block and one. Great play. Now, once again, if you're not AJ Dybantsa, might call this a charge. I think it's a block, right? Because he doesn't fully get him. I would call it a block. But if you're not AJ Dybantsa, that might be a charge. But okay, good buck and one. We're flexing. All good. Now, once again, like I said, we're catching it in this low post or mid post area. And we have not, the guy that's guarding us is shorter than us. And when he's able to do that, unstoppable. So mind you, it was 29-44. Now it's 32 from Dybantsa. Okay. Here, we're looking. I like that he's looking. He's patient. I'm not going to show it, but one time he snuck it in here and got an easy layup. So he's patient, back down, right, bumping. And this is a lot. Bump. We're patient. And then gets a good shot, green, almost foul. Now I want to go back and I want to show you what's good about this step right here. How much ground he can cover. He's here on his last step and he shoots it from here. Special, right? This is stuff that, anybody can do it. It just takes special footwork. And that's what he has. Once again, number 1 overall pick is able to green this because he's able to create that space for himself. Now, we're starting off with another elbow action. He started here. It's coming out here. Good. I like it. Now, we want to get a switch. This is what it is. And so this is great NBA level action, high level, pro level action. So what do? We get him out here to an empty side. It's going to be empty. And then we run up here for a switch, and now Dybantsa's going to be able to play. I want you to look closely at the coach right here once this happens, though. He catches it, right? We're good. We're coming here for the ghost. It's a switch. And now look at the coach. Coach right here, he's saying, hey, get the hell out. team doesn't necessarily do it, and Dybantsa doesn't wait for them to do it. He's saying, hey, I need everybody to go here. He doesn't wait for him to do it. So Dybantsa's killing him, shifts him. But as he goes, he's able to get in this gap. Now, you could argue if he shifts and he's here, then Dybantsa needs to come off this ball and get to here as far as pass it up here, and then we got an open shot. But he doesn't, and this defender being able to swipe makes him have to pick the ball up early, which is going to eventually make this a tougher finish, and he doesn't finish it, right? So just those small things that, and also you can say Dybantsa, he did wait a little bit, but I'll say, hey, man, since he's in his ISO, just get out. Just get out. Just little things like that. All right, so another example. We're here, right? We set a good jab step, right? He's working with that jab. Now this is low-key a travel, but it's neither here nor there. We're not calling it. And then once again, he's patient. Like, I would even call this playing off too. Like, a lot of guys, once they start getting downhill, they just can't stop. Like, I've been there. You just can't stop. So, but he's able to hear it, and then he's just patient. Stops, and you could call this playing with patience, call whatever you want to. But he's here, and he's just using his tools. Now, once again, he picks up the dribble here, and he ends up here, covering great space. And now we get to an easy basket. And this is what he was getting all night. Now we're slowly coming back, all on Dybantsa's back. Once again, no pun intended. Okay, good. I like how he's directing. Not the point guard, but he's saying, hey, get out. Get out. I want my thing. We're going to back him down. And we get right to it. He's cleared out. We're going to spin here. And once again, NBA level, high level guy. Coming in trends. I like, so we're empty side corner. He's out of the way right now. So empty side. And now that we have empty side, and you could call this thing pace. And real quick, I want to talk about pace. Now, right here, people say pace, and I feel like people don't really understand what pace means. Pace is not just going from 50% to 80% to 60% to 100%. That's not really pace, okay? There's things that can just automatically give you pace. One of these is just movements, okay, and types of movements. So he does this little hop right here. He's not going any faster than he was as far as effort-wise. But this hop makes this defender really have to adjust. Okay, so certain moves can just give you pace, give you shiftiness, and this is it's not a hard move. Hops into it, crossover, defender's toast. He's not looking, so he got crossed, and we're downhill. And one, another and one. But all because, once again, some people call this playing with pace, some people call this whatever. But just this little hop step, and we can observe that this whole side is empty, so we can attack. So we come up, cross, and one, number one pick level. So we've brought the game back, and we're not even shooting that well. So we brought the game back, getting close to the end here. And I put this in here just to show that he had 6 assists this game, and it's the only assist I put in there. But also, when they're aggressive, he's having to show high pick and roll. We clear it out, and this is the high level stuff that I was talking about, right? So usually, in college coaches and college systems, good coach right here, there's going to be a man here and a man here. But since, we got Saunders coming out here, a good scorer, we're setting the screen. So this eliminates the help here. So when he comes up and sets the screen, he's not really going to set it. He's going to slip out. And the only read for Dybantsa is what the 5-man's doing. So what does the 5-man do? The 5-man's here, and he's getting ready to slip it out. So Dybantsa knows if he can get past him, then it's Lob City because there will be no help. So what happens? We're here. Gets past him, gets behind him. Now we're Lob City. Bang out. Crowd's rocking. And they also got another one of these tonight as well. I think this might be the last possession. So we're in ISO. It's late game. 60, 56, 10 seconds up on the clock. What are a lot of teams doing in ISO? They are running this little ghost screen. And if he hits, then they switch. If he doesn't hit, then he's supposed to stay. But most good guys will come and give him a little tap. So he's like, do I switch? Do I not? And then we're able to get downhill. So let's see what happens. He's already trying to pre-switch. Actually, he's trying to stop. He's trying to stab at the ball, right? He's trying to stop the play. But he doesn't do good enough. It's AJ Dybantsa. I think you really just need to stay here and stop this. But he doesn't. He tries to poke at it. And since he gets hit, and he's poking at it, we're going to get right downhill, and we're going to do, maybe if you're a regular guy, kick to one of these guys, but you are a number one pick. So we bang out crazily. Now, I really enjoy breaking down that AJ Dybantsa tape because he's so versatile, and the way he can be used is amazing. Now, I think right now he's showing shades of Paulo. Now he's less of a bigger player as far as Paulo. I think it's like 250 pounds. Dybantsa's not that. But they're same height, and Dybantsa can shoot over you. His handle's pretty good. So I think obviously he will be number one pick. Obviously BYU will be in the tournament, and he'll have a lot more highlights in the season for us to break down and to see. But I appreciate you tapping in with me. I think it was a good breakdown. Go ahead, like it and subscribe, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.